Hey friends! Today I'm going to be changing my clock spring. Why am I changing a clock spring? What is a clock spring? A clock spring, the way that I understand it, is it connects the electronics of the steering wheel to the electronics behind so that they can always be turning. I have a fault code going on my dashboard, so I'll show you that real quick. And then to figure out that it was a clock spring, I really just did some Google searching and read what other people had done with this fault code. We'll see if it resolves this issue. So first let's take a look at my airbag light. Alright, so when you first turn your key on or start the vehicle, your airbag light should come on and it should stay on for a few seconds.
This is to run a diagnostic test to make sure the airbags are properly functioning.
And then it goes off. So now the fault code is this flashing that has begun. So you'll notice that it's flashing a pattern. So that's the end of the pattern, so I'm going to start at the beginning. So it goes 1, 2, 3, long dash, 1, 2. And then an extra long dash before it jumps back into the beginning of it with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So that's what an airbag 32 code looks like. You put the two numbers together, that makes it 32. I got myself this handy dandy repair manual. I thought it would be in it, and it might be, but I haven't found it yet. So I just went to the internet and I googled the code 32, and everyone seems to agree it's a clock spring. So it lives inside here. The scary part about doing my clock spring is that my airbag is in front of it, so I'm gonna have to go through all that to disable the airbag before I start this process. The other weird thing that's happening is a lot of people say that all of the steering wheel electronics should die, but my horn and my cruise control both still work. So I don't really know what's going on there. We'll just have to wait and see if this actually solves this problem. I disconnected both batteries. This is my tiny little baby house battery, which in this process I discovered is actually grounded to the vehicle. I don't have enough knowledge or understanding to figure out how that works or why it's done that way. Maybe someday that can be a project and maybe getting a bigger house battery. But since I didn't know how it's all wired, I unplugged the house battery too. And then I came over here and I unplugged my main battery, and then I touched my positive and negative to each other, which seems really weird because there's nothing in it, right? But it's what my mechanic friend told me to do to make sure that let me see if I can say this the way I understand it, is that there might be charge left in the capacitor, so by shorting it out, I'm sucking out any of that juice, so when I unplug the airbag, it doesn't go poof in my face. So let's see if I can do that. So you might remember from my last video when I changed my multifunction switch that I had to take all of this apart. Guess what I'm doing again? I'm taking all of this apart because I have to get to one screw that's underneath here. Yeah, so once I get all that done, since I already showed you, then I'll come back in when I start to take off the airbag. We'll see. Alright, well that went way faster. For one, I knew what I was doing. And for second, I have this new Milwaukee power drill. I got myself, it's 12 volt. I really like how small and compact. It's light and I'm able to get it into these small spaces. I'm really happy with this. I'm honestly quite surprised at how much it has improved my efficiency. Well, I finally got the 4 bolts off the back. Maybe not surprisingly, they're actually 10mm size. Maybe it's a safety precaution. Deacon safety precautions. I added my safety glasses just in case it goes wrong. So I'm really nervous. I can't actually see it through the glasses. I don't know how it comes apart. Oh, I'm really glad. I'm really glad. The book does say to be really careful with these, that they're still very dangerous, so I'm just gonna go put this somewhere or I won't accidentally step on it or something. Oh. My heartbeat is like through the roof.